Hi, the year is 1996 and this is Green Lantern from the Kenner Total Justice line. Kenner had already made a beautiful Green Lantern action figure 12 years before. Of course, he was in the Kenner Superpowers collection, and here it is. I love it. And of course, this one is Hal Jordan. And then in 1996, Kenner produced a brand new line of DC Comics action figures. They were the Total Justice. The concept behind the line was that somewhere on an island, Darkseid was doing evil, I guess. But on such island, our superheroes had no superpowers at all, and so Batman, cooperating with the Martian Manhunter, developed a brand new technology called fractal technology, and built armors for our superheroes to give them their superpowers back. And so we get Green Lantern wearing this weird looking gear here, which is known as a fractal tech gear. Although it looks like something that Green Lantern could have created with his own ring, since it's made in green translucent plastic. We have a chest piece with the Total Justice logo and Green Lantern logo, of course. This laser cannon here can slide forward and backward on his shoulder. And then he comes with a disc launcher, which is simple, but it works. If I push this button here, it will fire the disc far away. But since I don't like this armor, I will remove it, and it's quite hard to do it. So, let's take the cannon away. Okay. Then we can slide this chest piece here. And of course we still have to remove the thigh pieces. So, here's one, and here's the other. Now, of course, this is not Hal Jordan anymore. He is Kyle Rayner, who was hired to be a Green Lantern when Hal Jordan became evil. And his costume is well made here on this action figure. He looks just like he did in comic books in the 90s, as you can tell by his mask, and of course, oh, I hope it's in focus. Okay. His mask, and of course his gloves. He comes with a ring. And overall, I like this action figure. Although I still prefer the original Green Lantern costume, since it's got much more green parts. And I love green action figures. The sculpt on these action figures was quite peculiar in the Total Justice line, but I would say that the Mummies Alive action figures, also made by Kenner in the same years, I believe they were made by the same sculptor, because they all had these muscle lines really cut into the action figure. He looks quite over-defined. Maybe they were sculpted in this way to try to compete against some other brands' action figures, which had a black wash to enhance their details. But overall, I like this action figure. It's well made. Of course, he's got the standard 5 points of articulation Kenner gave to his action figures in the 90s. So he can rotate his head from side to side, his arms can move up and down, and his legs can move forward and backward. One other typical thing that you can notice about this action figure is the weird pose. In fact, in the 90s, Kennel used to give his action figures wheel poses, maybe to compete against Toy Biz's action figures, which had a few more points of articulation. And so you got superheroes in weird poses, and you cannot do much with this kind of pose. But overall I like it. He was one of my favorite characters in the line back in 1996, and I am glad to have it at last. I will upload some more Total Justice reviews in a few days, and please, if you liked this review, subscribe to this channel, and if you have something to say, or if you want to ask something, please write it in the comments below. Ciao!